my kindness for weakness.
Old school vibes.
Listen to the sounds. Yo, people, welcome back to The Fix. It's your boy Nar here with Ari, and we have a kind Avenger in the building. Before we get to that, we have to say we have to our sponsors, Utopia Life Herbos or Cannabis and Culture. Combined for one of a kind experience, you can visit them at 10 West Kings House Road, just across from the Canadian Embassy. Also, you can follow them on Instagram at Utopia Life or visit their webpage at utopialife.com for the latest info on strains and merch. This is also brought to you by Self-Care Friday. The skin is the largest organ on the body, and whatever is applied is absorbed by the skin, thus into the bloodstream. Therefore, it is important that we're mindful of what we use on our body, and this is where Self-Care Friday comes into play. They take away the hassle of you having to worry about what goes on your skin, as their products are safe and sustainable. They're handmade with natural source ingredients from Earth. Their nourishing products range from organic, natural, and vegan, as they are cruelty-free. Love your skin, and your skin will love you back. Give your skin sanctum and choose Self-Care Friday, and let's make every day Friday. You can use the code FIX15 and get 15% off all purchases. Follow them on Instagram and TikTok at Self-Care Friday, and visit their website at selfcarefriday.com. We'll also big up Rep JA.
Yep.
For the merch, you can go check out.
Fire fam.
Give thanks Rep JA for the fire merch. You can go check them out on Instagram at Rep JA.
And of course, a big shout out to Trends and Deals on Instagram at Trends and Deals. Check them out for everything that is related to skincare products, that you face wash, acne wash, everything that you need in order to give your skin the care it deserves. Yeah.
There we go. All right, lengthy ad reads out of the way. As we say, we have a kind Avenger in the building. The legendary Mr. Glen Washington in the building. There we go.
Woo.
Can get some stadium across. There we go. Crown of the building. All right, there we go. Bless up for joining us, sir.
Thank you for joining us. It's
Thanks
an
for
honor.
having me.
It's an honor. But I see that you have the band on your hand. That means that you were at the IMC.
I've been to the seminars, the conference, music conference.
Were you invited, or you just thought that, you just go and give support?
Some of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were on a panel? Were you on a panel?
What?
Were you
no,
on
I'm not on a panel. I was just there to get some information about stuff that's happening in the business.
Really? What information you would need?
You're never too old to learn different things.
True.
Yeah.
True. So which panels, or like the topics, that which panels were informative?
The topic that interests me was social media and all that, getting the stuff out there in social media.
Right.
Yeah, that got my attention, and I learned a bunch of stuff.
You're right.
You caught up on all the social media thing them? You caught up on all the social media thing them, by the way?
Well, that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, that's what you tell her. Yeah. I mean, do you find that you have to be competing? I mean, you're a legendary singer, drummer. I mean, if you don't know, go Google him quickly.
I wouldn't call myself competing.
Right,
what happens that whenever you're doing something, you have a passion for it, you just keep going at it and try to do it to the best of your ability. And I make music that edifies and uplifts and people can relate to.
Yeah.
And I try to do that. I've been writing something and I like, nah, that's not right. I tear up the paper and start all over again until I get it done.
Okay.
Because I'm my worst critic.
Do you caught up on the new artists them now, like the young guns them in the music?
Well, I see some of them that I actually like what they're doing. There's places for improvements, but I would tell them, if I got the chance, I would tell them, look here, whatever you do it to the best of your ability and make sure that it helps somebody.
Something like
and keep it clean right here.
So you say if you get the chance, you've never gotten the chance to like speak with or share.
No, sometimes whenever they come, but I don't want to be presumptuous and go out there and like trying to tell people what to do. I'm not like that. No.
Were you offered that same, like, was there anybody in your life or when you were upcoming that offered you words
back in the days, the late Joseph Hill from Culture was one of my mentors because I started out a singer with a band that Joseph Hill was the drummer, and you know, in every band you have this little inquisitive dude that every time the drummer gets up, he goes sit in the drum and start fooling around. So I was that guy.
Okay.
And then one time he said, "Oh, you like drums? You want to learn?" And I said, "Yeah, I wouldn't mind learning." So he taught me some rudiments, different stuff.
And you was at what age?
I'm telling him I was 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you say that were you a part of the band or were you just around?
I was a singer with a
you were the
band at
singer?
16 years old. Yeah. I was the lead singer.
Okay.
In a Milka Bush jacket and thing. It was awesome because what happened was I wasn't even worried. I didn't know about the business part of things. I just wanted to be a singer up front, talk to all the nice girls and
Of course.
and be able to say that's my song playing. Yeah.
So
You
then,
still drum and sing to this day?
I still play drums.
But do you still perform and drum and perform and
Yeah,
sing?
well, I still play drums, but Gregory Isaac, when I was working with him, the late Gregory Isaac, he told me, "Look, you need to get up from behind the drums. You're too good a singer. You need to come up front."
because it felt like, you know, reading your biography, it felt like that's what you would consider yourself more of, a drummer. Like that's what you enjoyed doing most.
I was a
Drumming?
singer. I was a singer before I became a drummer.
Yeah.
But when Joseph left the band, I ended up being stuck behind the drums because we had a whole bunch of little gigs to play.
Yeah, and I read that you were drumming for other people.
Yeah,
that's
after
strange.
that,
if you're the lead of your band, how are you drumming for other people? That's really
I got
strange.
encumbered behind drums and I ended up playing for people like Sister Carol, Meditations. We played for Big Youth, Shinehead. Tour all over the world. Shine. I was actually learning the ropes, you know. And then after my thing bust, I had to go out there and do it all over again.
But and this was like with Rockers Not Crackers.
Rockers No Crackers.
No Crackers.
Well, I recorded Rockers No Crackers 1978. Yeah. And I didn't know it was a big song until the first time I went to England. It was in 2000.
So you've experienced that where your songs were bigger outside of Jamaica, like
because you got some people who record you and don't tell you nothing what's going on. You got some very unscrupulous people that they do that to the youths. We need to get rid of them kind of people there too.
Yeah. I mean, was that a situation that played, or was it a recurring situation that plagued you?
Yeah, it's been happening, but you know what? These days, because of social media and people getting more technologically
savvy,
brilliant, then you find that you have people that can do these things for themselves. You know.
Well,
you're able to get past that.
Yeah, because I mean, so you said you didn't know that the Rockers not
I didn't know it was when I went to the UK first time.
Yeah, because it wasn't it being played in Jamaica? That's what I was trying to figure out.
No, it wasn't being played in Jamaica.
Wow. I
went to the UK and I was doing a tour and doing a show in London and I hear people saying, "Sing Rockers." I'm like, Rockers. Rockers was a song that I recorded when I was a kid. And I used to take the bus from Mippen because I was born in Mippen, Clarendon. I used to take the bus every morning and come into Kingston, go to Parade, walk. We used to walk. Those days were the good old days. We used to walk everywhere. Walk up Maxwell Avenue to Channel 1, walk up to Studio 1 at Brentford Road, walk up to Retirement Crescent to Joe Gibbs Studio. Because I was a drummer then. So walk, but different studio. Oh, we walk all over.
We know you don't miss the walking, no.
Yeah, I don't miss it at all. It's too long.
Bag of walking there.
No, we used to we serious walkathon, walk over to where the studio name again? RJ Studio over by the stadium. Walk. All of that was walking, you know.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, man. I paid my dues for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. paid
So
my
when you
dues.
found out that Rockers Not Crackers was a hit overseas, like what happened? Like how?
No, I was like, oh really? That's how it was. Joe Gibbs, they never tell anybody that a song became a hit. You know, see, that's how they was doing it.
Yeah.
Right now we have some people in court about them kind of things that royalties that was not paid.
Seriously?
There's a big lawsuit right now, but I don't want to talk about that.
No. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. So was
From
it?
when this a go on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From when it a go on?
This is going from 1978.
So you're trying to collect the You're trying to collect royalties.
Collect
from,
royalties from Virgin Records.
When I said when it a go on,
From
like when,
Trojan. Right now, it's going on. We're
but
trying to
I ask,
collect
like,
from
when like
Trojan.
the legal proceedings start go on.
Well, there's a class action lawsuit going on with about 40 different artists with some lawyers from both US and out of the UK.
Yeah.
But we can't talk too much about
No, I
One more
understand.
question for you. Like, VP involved? Is VP involved?
I don't want to call anybody's name. You'll hear about it.
Okay.
Definitely, you'll
Because
definitely hear about it.
it's not in the public domain, so what, you just file it? Or
Eh?
you just file it? Because I don't see anything.
No. You will hear about it. That's been going on for a while.
Oh, okay.
It's been going on for a while.
Wow. So what is it? You're
These
trying to...
people are very crooked.
Yeah. No, they
Very
are.
crooked.
Because if you're
Eh?
saying 40 artists, is it 40 local artists? Like 40 Jamaican artists?
40
or-
different reggae artists from all walks of life. Yeah.
Wow.
What's the biggest advice you impart to artists based on business?
Based on
see,
business,
that's you
my
in
advice
this
to
current
artists
situation.
based on business right now is that know who you're working with and make sure you got everything down on paper. You know, you dot the I's and cross the T's.
Yeah.
Make sure that's happening.
Can you have proper, because I'm sure in those times you never really have proper management. You were just, recording.
True,
And then you were young, so you're just happy to be
I was
making
just happy
music.
to hear myself on a record.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be paying attention to that.
Yeah.
You know. I was that little youth. I say, "Oh, I might tune that," and my friend said, "Go ahead, you can't sing." Yeah, that was then. This is now. You have to get serious about this thing and get paid for your work.
True.
I have asked you, who was the girl that took your kindness for weakness?
It was this one lady I used to fool around. I gave her everything. Everything was cool. Somebody that come around and they just want to take advantage of you. It's not my wife. My wife.
Shout out wife in the building, man.
Yeah.
This is before her. Before her.
A long time, way before
Yeah.
her. And you give them everything that they have, and then they treat you bad.
Was she younger than you at the time?
Her time is done. She's somewhere else.
Oh. She younger than you at the time. All right.
But then, I mean, so most of your songs, are they really from like real life experience?
Personal experiences. Most of
Yeah.
what I write is from personal experience. You hear good songs nowadays because I'm writing about her. Yeah.
What kindness witness know that when you release it, you ever thought that it would have blown up like that? Right now, that's a staple like every street dance, that have a play at the beginning.
What happened with Kindness for Weakness was that was in the wake of my very first album called Brother to Brother that I recorded with Studio One. I was this drummer that decided to try my hand at record producing, so I recorded a song called Feel the Vibes. It was on the same rhythm that you hear Luciano sing. Glory be to the Most High. Can you feel it? Can you feel it now, now, now? Can you feel the vibes? Put that song out and people start saying, who this little guy sound like Beres Hammond? And I'm like, wait a minute now. I'm not sounding like Beres Hammond. But that's what they said at the time. I took it as a compliment still because Beres is great singer and is
Yeah.
my singer that I like him a lot.
By the way, you ever get tired of the comparisons? You ever get tired of the comparisons?
Well, me just take it as a compliment and, until people get to know that Glen Washington sound like Glen Washington and Beres sound like Beres.
Yeah.
Beres got the drunken man style and me have the ganja man style.
Anything style.
Yeah.
Have you guys met? Like you've met Maurice and
No, I knew Beres from a long time ago,
Okay.
from Tuesday's Children. Because he when I was playing drums, Beres used to be at Bohemia every Wednesday night. Yeah, I don't know if you ever hear about Bohemia Club.
no.
Oh my goodness, you that young?
Bohemian Club?
Eh? The Bohemia is in Agley Park Plaza, right across from the police station, right at Maxwell Avenue and Agley Park Road in that little plaza right there. There was a club called Bohemia there. I was a drummer with the band called the Titans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys used to play at these clubs every
I used to
night?
play different clubs. Them times I was living at 21 St. Ancho Park, right
Yeah.
off of Alliance Road. That's
But,
long.
I mean, from your talking, just gleanage, it feels as if it's really a different time because you had clubs and my mom used to tell me about what name like
Back in the days when you had tit for tat and them
yeah,
kind of
there was like
clubs.
a whole bunch of clubs. That,
Yeah,
like
lots of
club
different
scene
clubs
was
like that. Those were
happening.
and it
was
good
good
days.
for artists too because that's where you guys developed.
Yeah.
But no, I think our thing now, and I guess wouldn't even know, but it's more dances.
Yeah,
Like, people
yeah.
go on them do them dance. Like you realize there's a difference there, and
Yeah, man.
how would you compare the difference in your time, like as an artist,
difference is
and
that-
the artistry?
Things were nicer.
Okay.
We didn't get paid like we were supposed to, but the vibe was cool. You could walk anywhere and didn't have to worry about somebody doing something.
Well, I was
to
just
you.
reference to the artistry though, like how you think you were able to develop better as an artist when you had to play like in the clubs and you're playing it often.
It was hard. It was much
versus-
harder than now because nowadays somebody can just get a computer, put some
True.
rhythm together, and get some likes, and their artists get. And, well, I was told that you could buy 1 million likes. I'm not into the likes thing, cause if you like me, you like me. If you don't like me, that's it. It's okay.
True.
I'm old school.
Never asked you what kept you going though, because you mentioned you not getting money you were supposed to get. Other than the love,
The
but
passion, the passion that you have for what you do. It's like, how are you explaining it now? It's like me and my wife, and she cussed me, and I'm still in love with her. That's the passion.
Because you deserve it, Mr. Washington. You deserve it.
Well, I deserve it.
Sometime.
The making up part is the best.
True that, yeah. Let's put on some of the song them and some
Isn't
of the
there a
classics.
song
man.
like that? What we fight to make up like that?
Yeah.
I'm sure there somebody must write a song about that.
Get songs like, sometimes I feel like moving on. Deep inside I know I could never let you go. Oh no, there'd be a piece of me that's missing, and I would really miss your kissing. I just can't go. There's not one day that goes by that I don't want you to be a part of me. When I am holding you right here in my arms, kissing and loving you, baby, having the time of my life.
The voice is still
Yeah.
Well, bam.
Yeah,
Mr.
man.
Washington, I have to ask you, has there ever been a time where you sing for your wife when she vex with you and that don't work?
With I what?
Like you sing for her, like she vex with you, like and then you try to sing for her for try, calm
Calm
the
her.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. She sings with me, and whenever we're mad at each other, all I have to do is put on something. Start playing some music. She starts singing.
And
So
it's
she has the
over.
same passion.
Oh, you're a singer by profession too? Oh,
Yeah, she's a
But
singer
you're
by
harmonized
profession.
to man, son, harmonized
She's
to
my
man.
manager. She's one of my background singers.
wow.
I knew that.
So
I
many
just could
hats.
tell from how she harmonized with the song them more. Like she have that about her.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if this is the case, or hope you don't take offense to it, because I'm thinking like the songs, I know your songs, but I don't really know your name and I really don't know your face. But the songs I know, do you feel like that's true? You think that's a true or a fair reflection of your career, where people know your songs but they don't necessarily
that's
know
true. That's true.
And
but
especially the younger generation.
yeah, I plan my plan right now is to come out, and because I live abroad, my plan right now is to come out and let them see who is singing them songs.
Because you feel like, I know these songs, the songs them not playing. I was like, yeah, I hear them all the time, especially of course when you have family reunions and the older family members are there, they play these songs, but it's like, oh, you pass it by because you don't really necessarily.
I've been mistaken for Beres Hammond a couple of times, and I don't know how come. I don't know what people are hearing, because I know I sound different. I sound totally different.
You sound different. But
I know I sound different. Somebody, one entertainer, I don't know if I should call his name, bet somebody that Kindness or Weakness was sung by Beres Hammond.
I knew that must have happened.
$200.
Oh my!
Beres Hammond sing it, and the man go buy the 45, the 7-inch, and bring it to him, and collect his money, and he got so mad he broke the record in two.
No!
Because he was mad that he lost.
That was a question I was going to ask you. Like, if you ever perform, I think when I sang them, people say, "Yo, stop performing Beres song." Like,
no, man.
Oh, okay.
No, he's never been naughty.
They be like, they gaga. They like,
are
you sing that?
Yes. And you said that you live abroad. I mean, most cases do. I realize older artists, they don't really necessarily stay here. Why is that? Like, they don't stay in Jamaica. Like, after a while, is they migrate?
Well, you know what? They seem like the work is much more for people who's promoting and endorsing the original style reggae right now. So
you find yourself working.
Find yourself working a lot when you're out abroad. Over in Europe right now, the business, the real reggae business, is being taken over by people from Europeans. Because that's what they want to hear. You go to some festivals and that's what they want to hear. They want to hear the real. That's why even though you don't see some artists, you don't see them here in Jamaica, they're working. Yeah. And I wish the younger ones would. Yeah, I don't mind the new beat that they got. I don't mind that, because you can have variety. But don't shift from the original reggae. You know, like Bob Marley said, feel it in the one drop. That's where I feel it. I can't shift from that. I sing everything too, I sing ska, I sing pop, I sing everything. But I'm still gonna stay with my good old school reggae. Hey,
because you've done cover songs before. Like,
many. Well, not so many still, but I have several cover songs that I recorded. Songs that I actually listened to. I used to play with a band, and it resonated. I love the song, and I decided I'm gonna sing that song. And when I say this too, whenever I sing a cover song, try to do it just like whoever did it or better. But if you're gonna cover a song, don't sound worse than them.
I mean, that's just logical sense.
Yeah. So that's the mindset when you go into like covering a song. So
you're covering a song, try to do it to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sing it wicked. That me say.
Have you ever had the opportunity to meet up with some of the artists them whose songs you've covered?
Yeah, I did a couple. I met a couple of them. As a matter of fact, how I ended up in the United States. I was the drummer with this group called Happiness Unlimited, Notorious. And Stevie Wonder came to Jamaica to do a vacation. He spent 2 weeks in Jamaica. I met this woman on the beach, and her and her sister, and they said, "We are here looking for a proper place for." They didn't tell me it was Stevie. They said Steve Land, because his name is Steve Land Morris.
Okay.
So they said for Steve Land to have his vacation. So I'm like, Steve Land, who's Steve Land? They say Stevie Wonder, and a Jamaican, somebody gonna tell you that, you're gonna be like, yeah, right.
When they started telling that story, I imagine it going a different place.
But the Saturday night we was on stage, We was on stage performing with this guy he was the act for the Saturday night. And
in Ochi.
Yeah, in Ochi. That time the hotel, the name of the hotel was the Americana. Because it was 2 hotels, Americana and Malaz Beach Hyatt. So now right now they have both of them joined together and call it Jamaica Grand.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was the Americana hotel. And while we on stage performing, we saw this woman leading Stevie Wonder right across. The whole place turned upside down.
Yeah.
Everybody brought out their camera and screaming, women screaming, all that. This guy was on stage trying to do his show. He had to just step aside.
Have to.
Everything popped down. And I realized that the table that was reserved in the center of the stage, right in the center, was theirs. And they came in and sat down. Stevie was doing his thing.
Now is a nod, yes.
And every night after that we played, Stevie was on stage, back to back with the keyboard player, jamming with us.
Wow.
Every night. People from everywhere.
Wow.
Musicians from everywhere. And the hotel management said, none of us that work there couldn't go up on the floors. Yeah, right. We were every night we was on the 10th floor because Stevie Wonder they rent the whole 10th floor. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of empty rooms. They just don't want nobody on the floor with them. So I was up there every night jamming.
Was there any point in time when you was around him that they appreciate? Maybe him not really blind.
Maybe you what?
Maybe him not really blind.
That's how.
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody who's around is like, is he really blind?
His assistant named Stephanie Andrews. She was my good friend. So she smoked cigarettes, and Stevie said, I don't want no cigarettes around me. I don't know how you smell a cigarette. All of us going upstairs in the elevator. And Stevie said, Steph.
Ooh.
Sorry. But then I wonder if I saw Stevie did I go out with the cigarettes.
I just need a drink.
Yeah, man. That's cool.
Stevie said, Steph, I thought I told her not to bring any cigarette around me. Everybody turned their head like, look at how did he know that she had cigarette in her hand? You know what he did? For a blind man, he reached over and grabbed the cigarette in her hand, the box with the cigarette in her hand, and squashed it up.
Lie.
I'm serious.
The man him can see.
Oh, the hell. I don't know how the hell he knew that she had cigarette. He must have smelled it.
Yeah.
And then there was another time when he told me to bring him. He said, take me. That time they had a place called Decade. There was a club called Decade right out on the street in front of the Americana Hotel. No, in front of the Hyatt. They had a place called Decade. There was a club there. And across the street there was a movie theater. He said, take me out to the movie theater. I want to know what's playing. I was like, what the hell? But
you can listen to the movie.
No, I told him I went and looked at all of the flyers, and I told him what's playing now, who's starring it, and he said, okay, let's go. I turned around and went back to the hotel. Yeah. To this day, I was wondering, why does he want to know what movie's showing and who's starring in it?
But you got a chance to be around it because he said you played for it. Yeah. How long?
Well, we was there for 2 weeks, and then we started making music together. We on the stage. Stevie was doing a song. Was jamming on this song called The First Time I Met You, I Could Not Forget You. Girl, I know I really have to get you. Was jamming on that song. And then Stevie said, Glenn, sing this. While we're jamming, I say, what you talking about? Say you don't like the reggae beat, you must be crazy.
That was him.
Yeah, man, that was him. Then I ended up singing it, but he later on gave that song to a group called Musical Youth from out of England.
Yeah, I know
they recorded. But there's a couple songs that they gave me, and I still have one that I have.
He wrote a song for you?
No, his assistant named Stephanie Andrews. She wrote a couple songs for me to sing.
Oh, okay.
There was a song called "If Ever." I never recorded it, but I plan to one of these fine days.
What? You have a song from Stevie? You ain't record it?
No. It have to be done properly. What happened was let me tell you this. What really happened? I went down there as a drummer. I was in Kingston playing with the Titans one day, and this guy come from Ocherias and said they needed a drummer. That was a bass player, God Bright. Say they need a drummer. And I said, okay. I thought they needed a drummer for just the night. Mm-hmm. No, but he needed a drummer. He needed a drummer, period.
A permanent drummer.
So I went down to Ocherias, rehearsed with them, and I played the show the Saturday night. Now Sunday I'm supposed to come back home. And I said, they asked me, where you going? I said, I'm going home. I'm going back to Kingston. The man said, no man, you can't go back to Kingston. Now me as a little young man, me a road boy still in there, can't tell me, so me can't do nothing. I'm mad. I say, what you chat about? And they say, no, that's not what we mean. We mean that we don't want it for just the one night. We want it to be the drummer in the band.
No.
I was like, oh. so me say, then when me go live? And I said, nah man, we have that covered. We check a stock. We have apartment, maid service, all of that, all the whole works, and my money was good and all of that.
Wow.
So I had to come back to Kingston and give away my furniture.
Oh no.
Yeah. And move, go live at Ocherias.
Yeah.
Yeah man, and then
I mean, and it sounds like live music and
live
bands
music
were like a major staple in music at that time.
They didn't know that I could sing though.
Yeah.
So one time, the engineer that set up this, the roadie that set up everything, he set up everything and inadvertently put a microphone in, like he was just doing, like he put this microphone here just now. Put a microphone in front of over the drum set. And I had a big drum set too. And I'm there playing and the jamming and the music feel good and I start singing. Everybody turn around like, what? You can sing. So now,
that's how he became
the lead singer, he was supposed to be the star boy in the band. You know? Mm-hmm. Now me come as a drummer, me I sing better than him. Him not like that. So when we went to California, there was a whole bunch of little yeah. So I decided like I'm not done with this. So that's how I ended up leaving and taking a flight and moving to Detroit, Michigan. I went to Michigan and ended up playing with a group called the Samaritans. I met a friend of mine that used to be a part of the Titans, and ended up playing with his group called the Samaritans. First, I went there to help the drummer tune the drum set. And because because I could play, I sat behind the drums, I was doing some things, and the drummer like, Next thing I know, he decided he don't want to be the drummer no more. So I
keep
ended
on
up
taking people
And
jobs.
it looks like it always happen upon them drumming situations.
I ended up being the drummer with that band. Now, a friend of mine, Leroy Sibbles, was living up in Toronto. He came to Detroit to do a show. And he heard me. I said, what? You have a good drummer over here. Why you not come play with my band sometime? And I thought about it for a while, and then one day I put my drum set in the trunk of my car and drive across the border. 4 hours up north to Toronto. And I ended up there for a while. I live in the US, but I always there Toronto because a whole bunch of things happening in Toronto. I played with a group called the Satellites, Jojo Bennett.
I know the Satellites.
Played with a whole bunch of different musicians. Then next thing I know, we ended up forming a backing group called the Hit Squad with Bernie Peters. Bernie Peters is a keyboard player, popular keyboard player we know. We ended up forming a backing group called the Hit Squad because a lot of artists was coming. I remember when Capleton come there, he was a ball head. When Buju Banton come up there, he was a ball head, little head ball head boy. Yeah. When them time that Tony Rebel was the big artist. Yeah. Thriller, you. All of them, because that band was formed because of Lieutenant Stitchy.
Yeah.
Stitchy was coming and the promoter asked us to put a group of musicians together. And
This was prior to the conversion before him become a Christian.
And after that, we played for everybody. Every artist that come into Toronto.
Yeah.
Our band played for them.
And I mean, as I said, it's strange because, and that's why I ask you, like, which side of the musical aspect you prefer, because most singers don't necessarily want to be like the drummer, like doing the drumming for other artists. That usually they don't mind doing it for themselves, but you
No. I played for Beres Hammond too.
Yeah, you play for everybody, which is strange. Like, I'm sure it must have been strange at the time for a notable artist and a recognizable artist.
I was never about set.
Oh,
Then about set. I was a drummer, and
okay, I'm getting the timelines.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was a drummer playing the drums, and then I gone all over the place because I told you about the time when I decided to put out a single as a producer.
Yeah.
And then this guy named Tony Screw from have a sound system called Downbeat from out of New York. He said, "I like that song. I want it on dub plate from a sound." So he said, "I'm not going to record it over the regular studio so that everybody can hear while recording. I'm going to take you back to the source." I'm like, "Source? Puzzle me." And he gave me an address in a Brooklyn. I said, "Go to that address and meet me there." So when I went there, I saw Music City. I'm like, oh, okay.
Music City Radio Hall, no, right? That's it.
Eh?
Music City, which is Radio Hall, like that.
No. Music City was Studio One, New York. Coxon.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think
that's where I met Clement Dad first.
Yeah.
And then well, after I done do the dub, then Mr. Dad come over to me and say, "Jackson," that's what we call everybody, Jackson. He said, "Jackson, you sound good, you know, me like how you sound, you have belly." I don't know. I don't know what he
from
meant.
the gut.
Yeah, so you have belly. Yeah. And say, "I like how you sound, Jackson. How would you feel about putting some of your lyrics on some of my gems?" I talk about him rhythm them.
Yeah.
I says, we call him Sir D. I says, "Sir D, all from my youth, man, all the songs that I have written, or all rhythm I record pan, always been Studio One rhythm." I said, this is what I know. So him say, "Really?" So next thing we know, me and him strike. Him said, "Jackson, come over like a tat with me." So me I said, "What that him talk about?" Him go for him run back and come with him in Pepsi and the ice. I say, "Oh, I thought that." So me have a drink with him and him decide, say, more talk to me about different things, and we became friends. And Mr. Dad start asking about some rhythms. I said, "Jackson, what you know about them rhythms?" I said, "Sir, they are them the thing I grew up on." So we start talking about music, and next thing you know, I'm visiting him every evening. I go there, record 1, 2, 3 tune, till a whole bunch of tune pile up. And him said, "Jackson," he put out first song I put out for Studio One was a song called "Love Knows No Shame." "No more sorrow, no more pain. Love knows no." He put it out on a 7-inch, and then him come and said, "Jackson, the thing I say like hot bread, you know." That like my friend Downbeat and look on him like, never hear Mr. Dad tell nobody in business, you know. So he was surprised. Next thing I know, he said, "Jackson, enough tune we have out there, you know, we have to put out an album." And we put out an album and call it Brother to Brother. Because there was this song that I sang on it called Brother to Brother.
Yeah.
And after that, after that, a whole bunch of people that never paid any mind to me. They didn't give a damn what I thought. They never pay me no mind. A whole bunch of different producers come giving me them cassette and them whatever. Me have a tune with you. Why you sing this, you know? Why you sing that? Out of the blue, pure wagonist come on. Yeah. Whole bunch of wagonists come
people
on.
want your voice. Well, how much band would I say you've been a part of? Like, how much bands would you say you can recall you've been a part of?
Wow.
You can
A
recall
whole
them.
bunch of them, you know. Some of them, you know, I don't name. But my first band was C35 Incorporated. Joseph Hill was the drummer.
Yeah.
And this guy named Zaki was a guitarist. And Tony Tomlinson was a bass player.
And when you did a part of the Avengers?
Avengers.
Yeah.
That was shoot. That was before me went to Titans.
Okay.
I used to play with Tommy Mills and this guy named Tony was the singer. Ashley Bennett was another singer in the band too. Wow.
You know, I can't even
We used to
remember.
play.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. We used to play at Pegasus poolside every Sunday night.
Wow.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. Like live bands
The
were a
Avengers.
major staple of Jamaican music back
Yeah,
then.
man.
Like no, but it almost as if it's fading, and you know.
That's the band that used to
Gone
give
to
Byron
digital.
League competition.
Okay.
Yeah, Dragoneers used to get competition from that band. There.
So are you still like a touring artist? Like you still go out and perform, and
I perform all over the world,
Yeah.
different places.
where is your market now? Like
My
where you
market
go?
is Europe, Africa, all over the place, everywhere. Caribbean. I go to the Caribbean. I put on concerts, you know. Yeah. Like you know, some artists get on stage and a whole bunch of artists on a show and they run on. I can go on and give a 2-hour concert with my band and the crowd come out.
2, 3.
Tree?
Yeah.
Wow. She's like
She knows she have to stand up
It
for her
goes
carry
on.
on.
because we have enough songs.
Yeah.
It
Stretching back to the 70s.
It piled up over 40 albums.
Yeah.
We keep making music.
and the crowds are, I mean, large sold out crowds.
Yep.
Constantly.
I did the Rebel Salute over there too, though.
Yeah, I played. You didn't see that? I
think I
played
saw-
Rebel Salute earlier,
Yeah.
and I believe in I'm one of them artists who believe that when you go on a show, you're supposed to present yourself proper. You're supposed to look good. You know, people supposed to say yes.
That's the artist.
not go on there with a long rag hanging out of your pocket or your pants hanging off of you. And, nah, that's not my style.
Yeah. No,
You
you,
feel
guys are
like-
coming
My
from
wife
a
dressed me.
classical
She makes
sense.
sure that I'm fine.
Yes.
Where is that? She dress
Right,
you?
baby?
It's like, well, if me have to go stand up beside the party stage, you better look
Yeah,
like
man.
smart. Yeah. But I gotta ask, you feel like you get the recognition you feel you deserve here locally?
Say it.
You feel like you get the recognition you deserve here locally?
Well,
Wife is saying no.
No, she answered before you.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I don't
Answer.
think so. I don't think
Why
so.
do
Why
you
you
think that
think?
is?
And hopefully one of these fine days they'll get to the point where they start to give him my credit. But me's not a guy where you know, some man go on and say them a legend. I mean, I'm not like everybody tell me you are a legend. I say thank you very much.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
it's a title that would be appropriate.
But
So,
I know
yeah,
that
give
them.
me
I
Grammy
know that.
nominated.
I know that if you them that humble themselves shall be exalted, and when God exalt you, you're second to none. So we just keep on a low, and hold it same way, you know.
I feel like-
not getting big headed.
And I feel like somebody for you, it really is always about the love of the music.
Yeah.
That was your main
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Because even when people, the producer them jank you, you never matter you just want to perform. Like, you know? Yeah. It's good.
There's a
Your
new
passion.
album. Yeah. Seems y'all have a new album right now.
Yeah.
Year 2023.
Your wife was
Mr.
giving
Washington.
us a CD. It's
Yeah,
like,
I said, "No, when you play campaign, see, we're like, no."
So
That's that one right there.
what's the name of it?
I'm living well.
Oh, I'm living well.
I never felt like love like this.
Last year.
It's my girl.
But why? So yeah. So I guess that's one of the reasons why you
That
got
one,
to.
that one came out last year. I have a brand new album, but it's on vinyl, and we don't have any right now.
Vinyl?
It's called
Well,
That's
it is
like
coming back.
hotcakes, yeah.
it's called Mr. Washington.
Yeah. But yeah, because I'm like, CDs, though, like that's the eras. Okay, you can stream and download it. Good.
But I'd rather bring me the vinyl while we're going, because
That's a collector's
That's a key,
item,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Vinyl, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess that's, you say you have another one on vinyl. So what's the name of Mr.
Yeah,
Washington? you
but
said?
right now, we got many albums coming because I record a whole bunch of tunes for Tads. You will
Up
hear
to this
about
day,
it.
that's unreleased still?
I got a whole bunch. I always have songs in the back coming.
Wow. But you don't feel like it would be dated? Like, you don't think that since you recorded them so long ago that would it still resonate the same way now?
Yep.
Still?
Yeah, because it gets better and better. Yeah.
So
Of course.
Gets
try to
better
make-
with time.
Of
how you
course,
make
with wifey by your
timeless
side.
music?
You
Is there
have
a formula
we
to
have
make timeless music?
You have to make music that is timeless.
How? That's what I'm asking. Is there
How?
a formula to that?
Like I said, do it to the best of your ability, and you don't get stuck in a one area. Get with what's happening.
Okay.
Give thanks for joining us, Mr. Washington. I mean, it was a pleasure having you here.
True.
As somebody who has a wealth of experience in a game over 30 years.
Yeah, you should be on the. You should not be on the panel.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
But
man.
you are.
I was sitting in the audience, and observing and you know, and listening and to the different things that they say, and checking it out myself. I'm like, yeah, right. Work with that.
You on social media? You on social media?
Yeah.
You know, you can have a look for a wife and say, yeah, right?
She's the one.
You can tell the people where to follow you on the social media.
Yeah. Yeah, you go glenwashington.net.
Okay.
Yeah.
Website.
That's website.
The IG wifey?
He's on Facebook. He on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Washington.
Okay.
He on Instagram, Glen Washington. Glen S. Washington.
Okay.
Glen S. Washington.
Or they can go to my Instagram to follow, see what's going on with him. They go to Jackie, Jackie White, WHYTE, on Facebook or Instagram. And you can see what's going on with him.
There we
Okay.
go.
Also with the new album, Mr. Washington, for the downloads by streaming.
Okay.
You're such a lovely woman, Miss Washington. I hope you don't mind me saying that, Mr. Washington.
Oh, can I what?
I'm saying she's such a lovely woman. You have a nice one right here, Mr. Washington.
Well,
That's why he married her.
God give me a gift.
Yeah. What about the voice?
Nah, man, I will forgive. God give me.
Okay. How much I sang them, the new song them, like inspired by her, like for the new album?
A whole bunch of new songs.
Anything came after the end of 2009.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how long you guys been married? Oh,
Okay.
nice.
You ever ask him about some of the old song and say, which girl inspired this one?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
What did that person do to you?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Because you do mostly, because it's mostly love songs you do, right? And it's like, and I'm assuming a little breakup there and there. Yeah.
No, I used to always like to take her to the studio with me. My inspiration, you know.
I never voice nothing.
But me no just voice love songs, and I sing whole heap of roots and culture. Because that's according to how the spirit move. There's a song on this new album called Perfect Peace. I'm looking forward to that. Perfect Peace. Wars will be over when justice comes over and shine. Come shine. Children are growing, creating a brand new design. It's time. We pray for peace and love, and we hope it will last forever. As sure as stars above, our joys will come tumbling over. Peace, perfect peace. That's what we need today.
Yes. Nice.
Wife with the backing vocals out
Yes,
there.
nice.
Okay. Give thanks again, Mr. Washington, for joining us.
Yeah,
Passing
man, it's a
through.
pleasure.
Yeah,
My
man.
pleasure.
All right, people. Are we that?